Welcome to Catch That Chat. I'm your host, Mr. Poetic Prince, Delon, Mr. Poetic Prince Jones. And to my left, we have Narada, African Hair God Hayes.
What's up, everybody?
And to my right, we have Miss Alicia, Miss Sexy, Sophisticated Alicia.
What's up?
Okay, our first segment is Spill Tea. Are we going to spill the tea? We're going to spill the tea?
Yes, we
Get your glasses ready. Let's spill the tea.
Let's take a sip.
Thirst for this evening. Yes. Okay, spill tea. We're going to talk about relationships. Long distance relationships. Close relationships. And everything in between. So, African Hair God, how do you feel about long distance relationships? Tell me a little bit.
I would never get into a long distance relationship.
Okay.
No, just kidding. Those of you that follow my channel know that me and Mr. Poetic Prince are indeed in a long distance relationship. But it's a test of the willpower and the love that two people share over a great distance, whether that's 2 cities, 2 states, 2 countries. A lot of sacrifices has to be made. I think what's important when it comes to long distance relationship is definitely communication.
Amen, brother. Okay. Alicia?
I mean, I'm in a long distance relationship myself. I've been doing this quite a few years. I mean, not me and a person, but long distance. It's very hard. I mean, 2 people have to be on the same page. I mean, if you're not on the same page, it's not going to work out. I mean, you have to be like literally just going for the same goal. And,
yeah, it's even important more so with long distance than it is with local relationships, because with long distance you don't have that interaction, that face to face, one on one interaction. Yeah.
No.
And so a lot of times you have to deal with having different schedules than your partner.
Yeah, really.
And just the distance alone could be a really huge barrier. And create noise within y'all communication and communicating effectively. And
the number one thing is communication.
It is, definitely. And that's with any relationship, but it's
more so within long distance.
Very.
And I'm an attention seeker. I require a lot of attention. So if I'm not getting that, then I kind of shut down a little bit and lash out. And you don't want to see that side of me. But long distance relationship has its rewards. I mean, patience is a virtue. You get time to miss each other some. I don't need to be all in your face all the time. But when I see you, it's very special. We interact well, etc. But I'm not going to be in no long distance relationship for the rest of my life. I don't know how people do it for so long, but you know, at the beginning it's kind of taxing. It shows your commitment to each other. How you can stay away from somebody so long and abstain from sex or trying to seek attention from other people.
I agree.
You know, but you gotta make it work the best way you know how.
Yes, you do.
Now, as far as relationships, abusive relationships, volatile relationships, intrusive relationships, verbally abusive relationships, everything from here to there in between, I don't put up with, nor do I stand for. If you are in one, I think you should try to coach yourself into finding something better for you. Love yourself first.
Most definitely. Definitely love yourself first. Number one.
I think that's a lot of... I see that being an issue with a lot of individuals, both male and female, where they deal with a lot of personal issues and they put up with a lot of stuff that is just really detrimental to themselves and just basically disrespecting themselves and not uplifting themselves to their true worth in a relationship, because you know they're either dealing with low self-esteem or issues that they've never really coped with as a child, or you know, it's a lot of deep but it's just a lot of deep emotional issues that a lot of us do, because we all go through stuff, but it's basically how you cope and deal with certain situations, and a lot of people don't handle that, and they bring
damaged goods, basically,
and you bring it into your relationship.
So
basically baggage. I mean, everybody has baggage, but A lot of people have more baggage than other, or extra baggage,
Telling
or,
you.
you know, so.
And you place the blame on that second person who just may happen to come along to treat you right. So,
Might actually be the one, too.
yeah.
What
You might run away.
Basically, I was about to say.
Baggage.
I was about to say the same thing, so.
Just to piggyback off of what y'all just said, some people just can't appreciate a good partner, someone that shows affection, that respects you, and just puts their all into your relationship. But because they, because either they're used to a certain type of person, or they're constantly expecting you to react in a negative way, like saying their past partners have always cheated on them, so they have trust issues. So they have a good person, but they're like, oh, I'm just waiting for you to cheat on me, just constantly expecting it, and it's just, it just hinders your relationship, and it just makes the person not want to deal with you or be with you or put up with that. So I've personally dealt with that in my past relationships.
For those of you who have those boring relationships that may seem like they're not getting anywhere, learn how to spice it up in the bedroom a little bit, baby. I mean, go get you a nice little negligee from the store. Do something that you've never done before. I mean, we got to keep it interesting.
Chocolates.
I mean, there's so many things that you could do. I mean, put on your little maid outfit.
Sip to that too.
Put on your little maid outfit. Educate yourself on some different sexual activities that you have yet to experience with your partner that may want to seek outside of your little relationship. You can't have them stepping out. You keep it in that bedroom. You keep it freaky. You keep it frisky. You go get you a stripper pole. Do what the hell you got to do to keep your man or your woman. Okay?
Amen to that.
Clink. Okay, thank you.
And that's why you my man. Let me talk about the boyfriend space. I've touched on this a little bit in my previous channel. The boyfriend space is the space where your boyfriend fills. Sometimes when you don't have a boyfriend, you fill that space with something or someone else. That could be your ex that you're clinging on to, that you refuse to let go. Or that could be some other male or female friend that's just taking the place of that boyfriend that you are seeking to fulfill that place. The problem with a filled boyfriend space is that there's no room for another man to come into your life and serve as that boyfriend because you have somebody already taking up that space. So you need to make sure that when you exit from relationships and you establish your exes as your ex, that they remain that way. I'm not saying that you can't have friendships from, failed relationships and whatnot, but you can of course have friends from failed relationships if it's right and if it's mutual between both parties. But you just need to make sure that you are not trying to fill that void with your ex, so that someone else can come in and take that place. Because I've seen it happen. People try to date and get to know people, but then they get turned off because
it's really not going to happen that much. You got to make sure you just know where y'all stand, basically.
Yeah.
Well, some best friends are really going to make sure that their best friend is looked out for. They're going to make sure that they don't have a crappy boyfriend coming into your life that's trying to be possessive over you, or trying to be that person that has all those bad intentions that wants to come in your life and turn it upside down, and everything you built suddenly gets destroyed.
Well, that's
so
one
it
thing.
can work. It can work a different way and can be viewed a different way as well. But I agree with what you're saying wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I'm generally speaking towards people that keep their ex around while still looking to date and get to know people.
Yeah,
it kind of gets in the way a little bit.
I've seen with how they're keeping them around.
Yeah,
basically, yeah, I agree.
Okay, it's time for my 2 cents. My 2 cents. Viewers, you can inbox me at MrPoeticPrince on my YouTube channel. Things you would like to see us simulate or talk about. We have different activities we can provide to you guys. So if there's anything you want to see, you just let us know and we'll do it here on my 2 cents segment on Catch That Chat. Coined Up. In this segment, we'll be telling you how to get the best style tips, the best looks, the best facial recipes, anything you want to know on the cheap, on the real. You can have the most fabulous things in life, anything you want. You just got to know how to bargain and manage that money. Trust and believe. We're going to talk about eBay today for On the Coined Up.
Well, I've recently just discovered eBay. I've heard about eBay all the time, but every time I heard about it, it was always about bidding and auctioning and stuff. So I never really looked into it because I was like, I'm just not trying to get into that.
Right.
But when I had to make a purchase for my boyfriend, which was a ring, I found some really good deals on eBay that, was basically retailing on eBay 90% off of the, retail price. And it ends up being a lot cheaper generally on eBay. They have all different types of stuff, from electronics to clothing to even items like swords. Y'all know I love
Basically
to collect everything. Yeah. And oftentimes you can get a good deal either with the auctioning, the bidding, and there's also options sometimes with certain items where you can just purchase it right then and there. And most of the time they have free shipping too. So a lot of times you come out a lot cheaper buying from eBay than you do from stores. Most of the time, not always, but most of the time.
Okay, you guys, I just recently made a purchase from eBay. Now, I like to travel a lot, and I like top-of-the-line things. Calvin Klein is one of my favorite designers, and I love him to death. So I had been wanting a Calvin Klein suitcase. The problem I've been experiencing is that CalvinKlein.com sells suitcases for $300 and above. And the 20-inch suitcase that I wanted was $350, and he wasn't about to pay that right now. So I went on eBay recently and got it for $39.99. How you doing?
Yes, sir.
Brand new. And I also purchased my mom a Michael Kors phone case because she really loves Michael Kors.
Knock
My
off.
birthday is coming up. A Michael Kors phone case.
I've been using eBay for years, actually.
Thanks for sharing. You could have told me before now.
The shame.
Whoa, first of all, I put you on eBay, so
It was one of those times where he wasn't listening, maybe.
basically, as usual.
Prior to
Continue.
As usual. But no, I mean, I bought this hat from eBay. These hats is actually like $34, $35, and I got it for $25.
And that concludes this week's pilot first episode of Catch That Chat. Make sure to tune in to see myself, Mr. Poetic Prince.
And I'll be back too, African Hair God.
I'll be back, Alicia.
Hey guys, just wanted to remind you that if you have any suggestions or requests for the My 2 Cents segment of the Catch That Chat talk show, please inbox your requests to Mr. Poetic Prince here on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all later in the next episode. Bye!